Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my Lord God, Jesus Christ. Holy Ghost, thank you. And hey guys, this is Stephen R. Ford for My Ford Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. That's the ultimate why we're doing what we're doing, creating fortunes for the future. And it starts with a little bit of headspace. That means what's in your brain. What are you thinking of every day? What are you dwelling on? What are you fantasizing on? What are you trying to get revenge on, for example? And in the case of, say, getting revenge, get out of it. Get your head away from it. Because revenge will only come to haunt you. It's a curse. But if you use your mind to, say, for example, the magic of thinking big in a positive manner, not in a derogative, negative manner, you're going to be surprised what you can do. It's all in your head. Trust me, it's all in your head. Ask any successful person in this life. Of course, you will also have God there if you wanted to help you along. But the power of your mind, it's extraordinary. It's the most precious thing that we have in a human body. The rest of the body is to look after the brain, for example, because the brain is the master of it all. In any case, today's video is all about thinking big and about believing. Believe with all your might, whatever that is you're working towards, whatever your goal is. I already told you about a vision board that I have had, and that's a lot of my goal that I have applied in there. I mean, written it down and believe that it can happen. And it has happened, all because I choose to get my brain and my mind to understand it doesn't matter what people say, what governments say, what family members say, what your loved one or even your wife and your husband say. What's more important that you believe in what that is that you desire in your lifetime. The magic of thinking big, but not only just think of your goals, but think big. Remember, I'm going to give you a little bit of secret here. Let's look at, let's say a car. Let's just take a car, an expensive car, for example, which is, just say, $100,000 to buy this expensive car. That's today's price. Think about 10 years' time. Where is that same car is going to be in 10 years' time? That's where your thinking has got to be. For example, it's like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years from today, when you start putting this think big ideas into your head. You're not looking at today's price or what's achievable today, because what's achievable before you and I already exists because somebody thought about it. We're only enjoying what we have today because somebody way back, I don't know how many years, have taken the time to create what we enjoy today. So the point is, what you are thinking today, you got to think way ahead of your time. So the numbers, say for example, money, for example, if you're going to think of certain numbers, think of the numbers that you want to own in that sort of time in the future. I don't think it's going to be millions. Already billions and trillions already exist. So you should be thinking in that line. I know it's crazy, but you're not thinking what's possible for you now. It's what's possible in the future, my friend. That's the key. It's what is possible in the future, because things today don't stay the same today to what is going to happen, say 10, 20, 30, 40, or whatever many years ahead. Now look back in history. We used to have, Morse code, I think it was, but it was used for, communicating from one area to another. That was way back then. Then we got the phone line. I think that's how it goes, but I'm just giving you a rough idea. Then we got phone lines into our home, and everybody loved it, to ring family members all over the world if you have to, but it still cost a lot of money at that point of time. I don't know how long ago, maybe 10, 30 years ago, smartphones started to come in. And I recall I used to have one. It's a huge block of huge battery, and you have to carry it in a bag. That was a cell phone at the time. Look where we are today. We have what is called smartphone, and it's literally a computer, far more powerful than the computer we have at home in some cases. That's transitions from time to time. If you stay, for example, say Morse code way back then, you know where you'll be, won't you? You're probably in a loony bin, because you're looking at these things like smartphones and what a crazy world it is. My friend, that's the world we're heading into. Things is going to change in the future. That's the point why I'm making this video. It's about thinking big and believe. Believe is one of the biggest ones. You got to believe in what you think of. Don't worry about the rest of the other people. Don't worry about the negative people, and avoid thinking bad things, because the bad things you think of, it will also come to life. But the problem is, Society said you can't do that. Say, for example, you're thinking you want to go and rob a bank. Now, that's still thinking, but you're thinking in a negative way that's going to end you up in prison. So why would you want to waste your time? Because it works both in positive and negative, this magic of thinking big. So why would you want to waste your time using your head to think of robbing a bank? Yet, how many bank robbers do you and I know that are free enjoying their spoils? The cops will always be after you until they find you. Regardless how long it will take, the cops will track you down. So the point is, it's not worth it. It is not worth to think of, say, robbing people, robbing banks, robbing other, whatever the case may be. Trust me, God is looking and he's going to send the cops after you until they find you and put you in prison. That's why don't use this thing called the magic of thinking big for negative purposes. Remember that. I didn't say that. That's what society already exists in that manner. And once they catch you, they're going to dump you in prison. But if you like prison, hey, who am I going to say it's not right? But I'm just saying, if you want to earn, say, a lot of money in the future, use your think big magic in a good manner. That you're going to be productive in society, that society will have a lot of these wonderful things that you can actually go apply the think big magic and get as much money as you can. Right now, I'm giving you a little bit of touch on that. And of course, believe is one of those main factors that you got to apply. You got to believe even when everything's falling dead around you, when things are, disappearing. And you're wondering to yourself, what the F is happening? I'm supposed to be getting all the good things and it's all taken away from me. Trust me, my friend, when those things are taken away from you, don't fight it. Just let it go. Because when you let go of the old things, the new thing starts to flood in. And that's the key. Most people want to hold on to old things and they're fighting the system, fighting the wife, fighting the husband, fighting the community, whoever. Yet those things are being driven away from your existence so the new things can come in. It's like cleaning your home. Let's look around you, for example. Just look around your home. How much rubbish we gather. I'm looking mine and said, oh my God, my room is already filled up with stuff. So we just naturally buy because we think, oh yeah, it looks good, we'll buy it. Then we just keep accumulating all this rubbish, all because of buy this, buy that. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm saying the more we accumulate, it's nothing wrong, but you also got to throw some out. Otherwise you become a hoarder and your home is going to be blocked and cluttered, whatever. It's like a rubbish bin. You fill up the rubbish bin and you throw it away every week when the rubbish man comes to pick it up. It's no different with real life. We've got to be good at throwing away rubbish to allow room for the new stuff. Otherwise, our home's just going to be cluttered with rubbish of yesterday. I know what you're saying. But anyway, keep the good stuff, throw away the rubbish. Now, the magic of thinking big and also going to believe. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of something that this is offhand, by example. This is how much you got to believe in something. Now, this is one of our small stock portfolio. As you can see, it is all in the red, my friend. Red, except for one green, okay? Red means we're out of the money. We got no money in it. No money. It's undervalued. We're down by about $5,000 on this particular portfolio, okay? The portfolio is worth $15,000, and it's down by $4,926. That's just undervalued. Now, your belief system is going to be so strong. You look at it and say, nah, no problem, because I know the market in general goes up and down. Regardless how long I hold on to something, I'm going to believe it's going to work out in the future. In the essence, for example, just give you an example here. Here's one here, so I can show you. The worst one is I'm down by $2,000, okay? Now, nothing wrong with it. That's just how it is. Now, you got to take this little number, okay? You say, okay, it's undervalued, no problem. And I know when things go down, it can always come up. Now, if you have a look here, this is my purchase price. I purchased it at 0.68 cents. Now, I've got to wait that the price hits that before I can even make some money. But at the same token, look how much I can buy more shares of this particular stock at 0.29 cents and drag that price down from 0.68 near this price. I just got to keep buying it. The more I buy, the more this I own. It's called shares, and the more shares I own, the more wealthy I'm going to get. That's what I see in this picture. It's not a dead end. It is an opportunity for me to go look for some money, more money, buy lots more of this company, NML, and the email is Navia Mineral Limited, and this particular company is owned by one of the richest women in Australia, Gina Reinhardt. That's the only reason I bought it. Now, it has devalued quite a lot, but at that same token, this is an opportunity to buy heaps more of the stock at 0.029% and add to my holdings. My friend, that's the power of thinking big. You don't see things at a loss. You see opportunities. So whenever you see anything you purchase in the future that say that are dropped in value and are shown red, don't moan and groan or sell it. The worst case scenario, okay? This is the worst case scenario. I look at it today and say, oh, what a useless stock, and sell it, and I have lost that amount of money. We cannot afford, see here, that's my name too, afford. We cannot afford to lose money. All we can do is keep investing, keep investing. Now, investing takes a little bit of self-belief. Okay, let's go back. Self-belief. You got to have a bit of self-belief. Okay, my friend, we'll come back to it. Anyway, you got to have a little bit of self-belief. If you don't have any of the self-belief in anything that you apply yourself to, not what I want you to join, but what you apply yourself to, you'll be surprised in the future to come what all these thinking big and belief puts in practical reality for you. Now, I'm just going to give you something that's helped me through the years. These are all literatures. These are other people's ideas that I'm applying into my own, in my own life in general. Now, what's the other one? Think and Grow Rich. Just buy these books and read it, and use some of the principles that these people has written about, because they do work. Trust me, they work. Oh, absolutely fine. And of course, I must admit also, the Holy Bible is one of those good books to read, but you can't read it as a book. You have to read it in the sense that God is talking to you through those books. So if you're a Christian, for example, or a believer, use also the Holy Bible as part of your progress to think big. Because remember, God is not a small God. He's a God that will blow your minds away. So you got to think similar like who God is, creative. Big thinking. So coming back to where we are today, I'm talking about literatures. These literatures or books helps me, or has helped me, apply some of their principles to get exactly what I want today. Now, if we move on, here's another one. It's called, no, there we go. That's what I was looking for. I'm not trying to sell you a book, okay? I'm trying to sell you this idea. Believe in yourself. Believe that's you. Whatever you desire in life, make sure it's a positive essence, whatever that is. Whether it be a best sportsman in the world, not just a sportsman. See, you're cutting yourself short if you say you just want to be a sportsman. You got to put a real essence into what you're saying. Say, I want to be the best sportsman in the world, whether it be rugby, golf, whatever, yachtsman, you name the sport, and go and be the best. But that's how you're going to say it. I want to be the best in the world. And it might take time to get you there. As long as you believe, endure the hardship to getting there. Hardship means that endurance race to get to where you really want to be. Now, the other part is this book here. You got to read. One of the richest men who wrote this book, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. My one has all gone tatters now because I just keep reading it over and over again from one of the most productive, richest man in the world, Bill Gates. And the book is called Business at the Speed of Thought. Isn't that interesting? That he's talking about thoughts. You know where thoughts come from. In your head, in your mind. And his mind was so productive. He's created a massive sort of productivity for all humans to use. So if we move on, we already seen the Think Big. Remember, I'm not trying to sell you the book. I'm trying to sell you the idea of each book. Think big and grow. Think big. Just think big. Whatever you think. And of course, that's the thinking big magic. Okay, my friends. So I'm giving you some idea now. Let's go back to what we were talking about earlier. If you're going to say, I'm going to use finance because that's where my passion is. Okay, you don't have to. But if you're into finance, try some of Mr. Hanford's idea. Now, I have thought my ideas into what I wanted to. Okay? And the other one was Think Big. And I think the other one is called Think and Grow Rich. I'll try to save this and make it easier. Here we go. Think, see, something is missing here. It's think, yeah. It's think rich, grow rich. All it says here, think and grow rich. Of course, that's sort of similarity. But I added an extra word there. Think rich and you will grow rich. That means pinpointing exactly who you want to be, what you want to be. And Mr. Hanford to this day, and today's date is the 30th of March 2023, the end of my birthday month, which was the 24th of March. And of course, for my birthday present, this is without boasting, I received a huge payday. Only because the way I think, it's not that I deserved it, but it was just the way I have applied my head into something that I desire. And it came exactly on my birthday, and that's called a birthday present. And that birthday present has already shown in huge amount of money that if you look through some of my latest last videos, then you'll recognize, wow, that there's some a huge amount of money. Now, that's what I have turned my head into, to believe that I can achieve it with God's helping hand. Of course, it's crazy. And it continues to, this number keeps growing every single day. And of course, we're in the age of cryptocurrencies. Now, cryptocurrency is I can't explain really, but all I know is it's a new currency that all the people has developed, or say God has allowed to exist into this life, in our lifetime, continues to flourish strongly, meaning it continues to become a reality to a lot of people, even though a lot of people that don't believe in it. Now, my income today, this is not boasting, but just to let you know what your head can do, but just think big, grow rich, or grow rich, think big, whatever the case. The magic of thinking big. Okay, I got these ideas from reading people's teachings and ideas. Okay, these are just not things that I pencil somewhere. No, public notices and how to teach me and you how to use your head to get exactly how much you want in your lifetime. So far, my cryptocurrency account now holds this is US, $181 billion, $824,633,855. I can't work for that sort of money, but I can believe I can. And just by applying a few action through the process, those numbers that I think of comes alive. There's an account right now that holds that amount of money for me, and it continues to grow as the cryptocurrency is rebounding on its one of the best rebound on the stock market has ever seen in this lifetime. You watch cryptocurrencies, all of them, or most of them anyway, are led by Bitcoin. You watch how far it's going to grow. Hold on, Bitcoin now, I think, if I'm correct, it's 28,000 US dollars for one coin. Okay, now it used to be about 64,000 US. It's going to go past that in the very near future as cryptocurrency continues to grow, because lots more people are starting to really grasp the attitude, the idea, the belief, the reality of cryptocurrency. Remember, I follow these are my own ideas I think about, and it has become a reality for me. How can you make your own reality become a reality? Simple. Take something that you're so passionate about, especially if you don't know what it is today. If you're too old and you don't want to think about it, go back to when you used to be a child. When you used to be a child, you always think, I want to be that, I want to be that. Go back to those age. Bring those childhood sort of ideas and dreams that you have back to life. Just bring it back to life. And you know what? Give it time. And if you consistently think about it, your childhood passion, whatever they are, you'd be surprised how it just magically starts to appear in your favor. Don't be scared. You created it just the way you think about it. That's the beauty, how this wonderful world that God has created. We all got it. It's on top of our shoulder called your mind. Look after your mind and use your mind to use what they say here. The magic of thinking big. And as I've shown you in other literatures, let me go back, like Bill Gates himself, his mind, his thoughts are in business. And it comes so speedily to him because that's what he absorbs his mind into. And of course, think rich, grow rich. And I'm not trying to sell you the book, people, please. It's not the book that I'm selling you. It's the idea what the books are trying to tell you. Below this video, and if you come into my video also, please subscribe to my YouTube video. My goal is to try and reach 1,000 subscribers. See, that's a goal I'm working towards. I know I'm going to hit it soon, and it's going to go well past the 1,000, I think. Yeah. And I thank you, the 560 something of you people out there. I love you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Now, remember, don't look at Mr. Ford's videos and say, ha. Use some of Mr. Ford's ideas and apply them. Now, remember, I'm not trying to sell you these books. I'm trying to sell you the ideas what these books are written about. And these are the ideas that I have applied in my lifetime since 1995, I think, when I first laid eyes and started reading these books. I straight away force my mind. Yes, I have to force my mind to throw away the rubbish and only plan the good things that I want to enjoy in my lifetime. I'm 64 today, but I tell people I'm only 46, the front sort of number. And I feel like 46. Even my wife thinks I'm 46. Can you see what I'm saying? It's up to you to believe what that is that you desire in your lifetime. Mr. Ford's all about big business and huge amount of income. That's mine. You chase yours. And down the bottom of this video, I will place some opportunities for you. Join these. These are great contracts. Now you just got to join them. Remember, these are investment contracts. Put some money into it. And every day, particularly this one here, mine one Bitcoin, it pays you every single day. Now, if you work it out, if you put $1,000, for example, oh no, hold on, I'll use this one. This one tells it quite clearly. Even though it's Litecoin, LTC. Remember, all these apps are down below my YouTube video. Click on them if you want to join them. Now, I'm not really necessarily trying to sell these to you, but I'm trying to encourage you to get into investing. Investing is the ultimate to growing your money. You can work for you all your life. You're not going to make that sort of money that investment at your own money can do for your money. That's what I'm trying to encourage you, not to sell your product, to get you to start investing. Invest. Invest means if you're, say, making $1,000 from your wages this week, just say, I'll take $100. Okay, save that $100 and say at least you get about $300. That might take about 3 weeks of saving. And buy this contract for $300. This contract will pay you every day, $16.50 every day for 30 days. Get your calculator, times that up. $16.50 times 30. And that's exactly how much you're going to get. It doesn't matter about the price of Bitcoin going up and down. These are contracts that sit in concrete, and that's exactly how much you're going to get in 30 days. But if you push yourself into higher numbers, like 1,000 invested in here, you get $58.50 a day. And if you're a rich person and you just say, I don't know really what to get into cryptocurrency, take my Ford's advice. If you got a bit of money, buy some, say, in $5,000, $10,000. These are your investment. You're going to pay US dollars. 20,000 or 50,000. But before you do that, if you start to go into these higher numbers, starting from here, 1,000, make sure you contact the people who owns this website. It's somewhere here. You can be able to contact them. I think it's support. Contact them. Let them know that that's your plan. You want to buy one of these high-end products of theirs. And as long as you let them know, it's not going to have any hassle, because remember, these are legitimate business opportunities. So let them know what your intentions are, that you're not a scammer or money launderer or whatever. Just tell them the truth. You're an investor, you got a bit of money, and you want to invest in their system. Now, let's go with the numbers. I'm just giving you an idea. So what you see here covers also these other apps that I have down the bottom. Although their rates is different, and I love this one here. Mine one Bitcoin, that their rate is much higher, but I can't do the calculation for you because it's all done in Bitcoins, and I can't turn it into real dollar for you. But you can do your own homework and just go through the page and use what they're giving you to calculate exactly how much you're going to get. Remember, these are exact numbers. These are not, they think the price of Bitcoin is going to be. No, these are totally different to the price of Bitcoin. It's not determined by the price of Bitcoin. It's determined by the contract. Now let's go back to what we were talking about earlier. Say, for example, you put 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. Just say you put 50,000 in it. Invest it. That's an investment. And you'll be collecting 3,000. These are US dollars also, $500 every day for 30 days. Now you get your calculator and times that, and you see exactly how much you're going to be getting in if you were to invest that amount of money. If I had my calculator, let's use the $50,000 for example. I'm going to times $3,500 times 30 from, oh, sorry. Oh, look at that. I even missed that. It's not 30 days. It's actually 40 days. I do apologize. But see how much, the more you put in, the more they're going to give you. So 40 times 3,500 equals $140,000, people, for your investment. And this is one of those investment processes. You don't have to think about it. Just make sure the people you're going to, this app, you let them know first your intentions, and you might tell them you've got to make sure you're going to get your money out. You're not going to lose your money or whatever the case may be. And remember, only one person that can sign up per IP address. So if you're going to sign up, you can't sign up your husband or your wife or your dog or next door neighbor under the same IP address in case there's a bit of a conflict. Okay, so bear that in mind. It's early morning. I ask of you. So if you have a bit of money, go and earn some free money for yourself. This is just free money. For 40 days, you put 50,000 in there, you come and collect that much, 3,500 for 40 days, and the total earning after 40 days is 140,000 from your $50,000. Easy. Come on. You don't have to be a rocket science to figure this out. These things work. Trust me, they work. And that's why I'm sharing with you, because the way you think, remember, it's the way how you're going to get what you want in life. And of course, this particular one is called Bitcoin Time. These are all Bitcoin I'm advertising at the moment. So this particular one, it lasts, I think, 208 days instead of just 40 days. So it's a slightly slower percentage, but your investment lasts for a little bit longer. And again, you get paid. This particular one pays you every hour. So the more money you pump into it, the more money you're going to get back. But again, inform these people first, look in their contact and tell them exactly if you're going to pump a bit of, good size money in. For small time investors, learn the art of investment and get into it. Don't think too much about it. Just think what you're going to get out of it. How big can you get out of it? So going back to what Mr. Ford has been talking about, I'm not trying to sell you a book. I'm trying to sell you the idea of what the book these people are writing about. The true secret to success. It's so easy. I read this book time and time again, based it also from what the Holy Bible talks about. This sort of comparison. It's like the extension of the Holy Bible, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So in closing of this video, remember one thing that you must have also, although you're going to use your head to think, but write down those things on what it's called a vision board. This is a vision board that you can see exactly every morning when you get up, and every night before you hit the bed. That vision board, and that vision board will help you also speed up the process of what you're going to get, whatever that is that you're thinking so much about, to reach you. The power of God and the universe to bring the things exactly what you want into your hand. It's so easy. It is so easy. You're going to look back and just shake your head when you get these things in your hand. And that's how the whole package comes. It comes to you because you're the one thinking about it. But remember, use your thinking for good things. Otherwise, jail are waiting for people who use the power of thinking big to get things in a negative sense. Meaning, if you're going to go rob, it can't work that way. It only works legitimately for people who think of the best way, the best system, or the best legitimate system to help you achieve those goals in your life. So have no limitations, because the future is amazing. If you're going to get into cryptocurrency, please just get in. And I'm going to tell you a little bit what I know about cryptocurrency before we close the video. It's called a blockchain. Blockchains work in a sense, computers, whenever you use a computer that's linked to the internet or Wi-Fi, computer, as soon as you fire up, start talking to each other because of you. Okay, your name will become so highly successful because the more you use the internet with cryptocurrency. This is in the cryptocurrency sector. The people had designed it in a way that it just promotes you automatically. Anything that you do or you say in regards to cryptocurrencies. And cryptocurrency, as I say to you time and time again now, it's already started 2023, at the beginning of the year. It's starting to do what it's called a trend. That trend, it continues to go. Even though people buy into it, there are people who sells it, so the price goes up and down all the time. That's normal. They don't cry over spilled milk, for example. That's just more normal. When people buy things, better to show you a chart. Of cryptocurrencies. I'm going to use Bitcoin. Bitcoin now, there it is. $28,389 a piece US for one Bitcoin. That's today's trading, of course. Let's look at 5 days ago. And let's look when the magic rebound started. There we go. 2023. Soon as January the 1st came, cryptocurrency started its trend. And as you can see, my friend, that trend continues to grow. Even though the people that invested in crypto and Bitcoin, others made their money up here and start selling. Selling means they're just taking some money to buy spoil themselves some good stuff. It's not selling because they don't like the stuff. They sell it because they probably want to buy a yacht, a luxury yacht. And of course, some of them has come back in again because they already bought their luxury yacht. They've claimed some money somewhere and they pumped it back into the system. That's how it works. We make money, we sell some, go and spoil ourselves, come back in again. Okay, that's cryptocurrency. And the power of cryptocurrencies today, my friend, it's all done with computers. Just imagine this, that you belong to a group of people. This is people without computers. What do you normally talk about in that group? You talk to each other, you share ideas with each other. That's in human term. And when you guys say play golf and share some business idea, again, that's like a blockchain, okay? Human to human talking and sharing ideas, how to achieve things. And in some cases, some people call it insider trading because your ideas, you're sharing ideas. That is a criminal act in the real term when you're talking to another human being and that human being gives you some information. That's illegal in the trading term. It's called insider trading. But in the blockchain with cryptocurrencies, the computer does that for us. There's no limitations. See, the computer said, oh, that's illegal. No, you can't do that. The computer don't care. The computer talks to each other and say, oh, Stephen R. Ford has done so great in this area, pay him in this area. The same with you. Computer does it as long as you are doing positive things with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency within the computer system understands that. It's already built into the algorithm by these smart people who's creating them. Because they're creating it because they want some legitimacy in the system, because they think loves cryptocurrency, because they hate the old system. So they're trying to design a system that rewards successful, honest people who are doing greater things in society. It doesn't matter where you are. But if you're promoting something legitimately or something that's honest, or if you're telling, true story about things, computer recognize that because it's in the program. And when whenever I fire up my smartphone or a computer and talking about cryptocurrency in a positive manner, the computers take that literally and start promoting me as what I want to be. And that's one of the key that I can share with you what the power of blockchain has done. There's no human being now that can control it. No human being can control the amount of crypto that you can earn if you're doing it legitimately through, legitimized processes to earn your income through cryptocurrencies, because the computer then is the one promoting you. And they have indeed promoted me. And of course, that is by part of God's hand in that sort of degree to take me to wherever I want to be in the future. And that's also huge income that I already seen the vision of, and I'm already collecting today what I've already seen prior. So it's nothing new. Now, nobody can stop this money coming to me into my bank account and my family to use however I want to, because it's part of who I am, what I think about, what I desire. It's the same with you. I'm just sharing this idea so you can apply the idea for yourself. It's free. It's just up to you to think about it so much. Sometimes you're going to get a headache. You might just get some Panadol for it, because you are exercising your brain to do things that you normally would physically do. I mean, if you put that in the equation, if you're going to work hard just to try and earn however much you want, of course you're going to be tired because you're going to work hard for it. But if you use your mind, of course your mind is going to feel a bit sore now and again, and it gets used to it, because you're exercising there your mind, which is far more powerful to get you what you want. So don't be afraid when you get a bit of a sore head sometimes. That's just because the brain's getting exercised. The brain is a metaphor by itself. It's got its own muscle. And the only way to exercise those brain muscles is by you thinking. And if you think big, trust me, the things that you can achieve is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So think about it. Think big about it. Think of all the things that put a smile on your face. And I tell you, you're going to get those things exactly just the way you think about it. So the magic of thinking big of what you want in the future, my friend, is not based on what is achievable today. Get over the fact that you can only achieve things today. No, your mind can do that for you. So use your mind, think big, believe in what you're thinking, and you're going to get exactly what that is. Mr. Ford has achieved his great goals, great billions of dollars in his bank account, because he just thinks like it. He doesn't really have to work for it, because his mind has been programmed through the time that I came across this idea, or the revelation, if you wish, or the magics of it all. It's in your head. That's all I did. I think big about how much money I want in my bank. I get these visions. God shows me dreams, and I put these all together and put numbers that it will blow your mind away. If I'm going to be one of the trillionaires of this world, not in this world, in our lifetime, it's not because of how great I am or what I know and I have a lot of education. It's because of my mind. That's all there is. I think about it, God hears it and say, oh, good on you, son. Come on, let's go and get some for yourself then. And it brings it to me. The magic is in your mind. The point is, see, I believe in it. I believe in what I'm thinking. So what I'm thinking, I believe in it, it comes to reality. And already I got a bank account, a trading account. It's showing, hold on, let me refresh, refresh, and that's short of, if I've gone up or gone down a little bit. It has gone up. If you go back to my video, I think I read 181 billion US dollars. Today, just now, after we were talking at 181, it's gone up to 182 billion dollars as we're talking, US, in my account. And this account is getting prepared to be transferred some money into my bank account so I can use it. Why? Because I thought about it. It's just not by accident. If you go through a lot of my YouTube video, you're going to see those evidence, and I talk about it. I'm way back in 2010, I've been promoting myself as the new billionaire. And of course, I'm the new billionaire. It's come to reality. Point is, do you care to believe? Even to believe in the sense what you're going to achieve. Even though I ended up in jail chasing after my dream. I wasn't doing anything illegal. I was accused of doing something illegal, but I wasn't doing something. But that was part, perhaps, to test me if I was worthy, to accumulate this huge income that I'm talking and blabbering about, not to boast, just to show you the power of your thinking can produce huge results for yourself. And that's important. That's why I want to share this video. And I'm going to pump a lot more of these videos for you as my fans. And I thank you, fans, to help you. I'm already helped. So I'm trying to help you or help a lot of my YouTube fans reach their own potential. My goal. What's your goal? Is it to become the best businessman, the best husband, the best father, the best yachtsman, the best golfer, the best rugby player, the best preacher? Come on. Whatever your goal is, go after your goal. Do not ignore your goal. And your goals in life is basically the one that you always, when you were a kid, you always talk about it. You used to laugh about it. You used to play with the other kids with it. That's sort of your goal. I'm just giving you an idea what your goal is, because some people, they don't know what your goal is. It's like they don't know where your butt is, for example. So if you know what your goals are, we call it in the Christian world, we call it calling. If you know what your calling is, God gave it to you. God gave me this goals, and that's why I'm where I am, because it's in my mind. So when I'm in my thinking mode or praying mode, I'm connecting to God's mind. God's mind is far more powerful than I. He's 100%er, and I think the medical or scientist has studied human beings can only use about 10% of their mind. So you can see only 10% of my mind that tapped into God. I get the results I want because I'm tapping in to the most powerful database or computer that I can tap into and get these ideas. Cryptocurrency, of course, has given me that opportunity to make it become a reality. And of course, it's powerfully and confidently, because I have an account that's showing that amount of money to show you what you can do with your mind. But anyway, this is Stephen I4 from My Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. I love you. God loves you. And we'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.